Guess what day it is? It's Shadow Day! That's right, my name is Dustin. I am out on the 2007 Honda Shadow Spirit 750. Thanks for coming along with me, and thanks for being here. I want to give a little bit of an introduction to myself today for all of you newcomers. So let's roll the intro, and when we come back, we will chat. So those of you who are new to the channel in the last month or two, thank you for finding the channel. My name's Dustin, like I said before, and thank you for subscribing. If this is the first video you're clicking on and you like watching motorcycle related content, be sure to go down, click the thumbs up button, and consider subscribing. Click that bell and click receive notifications so you can get notifications when I upload. So those of you who have been around the channel for some time know me a little bit. I've let on some details here and there about who I am and where I've come from and whatnot, but I felt with recently coming across the 1,000 subscriber threshold that I would just give a little bit of an introduction to myself again for those of you who have missed it. So this is my third season riding. I bought this 2007 Honda Shadow Spirit 750 in April of 2019. I didn't have my endorsement, and I actually bought this bike, had the guy I bought it from bring it to my house, and then I had him actually ride it up to the garage because I was terrified to even try riding it with having no experience riding. I just felt it was safe. The thing got parked in the garage, and my wife and I went on a cruise and on vacation for about a week. But I knew this Honda Shadow was going to be in the garage waiting for me when I got back. Got back from our cruise, which was an awesome time. I'll maybe talk about that in another video. And I knew it was going to be time to start practicing. So I signed up for a motorcycle safety course, but it was a few weeks out. So I safely got gear and safely started riding around my neighborhood, getting practice with the friction zone and, you know, how to turn and all that, everything that kind of goes along with a motorcycle. So the time come to take my course, took the course, passed everything, passed the written with 100%, passed the riding part with flying colors, and that's irrelevant, but I'd learned that I was kind of a natural when it come to riding motorcycle. Now, I'm definitely not a professional because there's a lot of you here who have ridden for, you know, 20, 30, 40, probably even 50 years in the crowd. And I got nothing on you guys, so. But I love riding, and just, you know, what prompted me to get a motorcycle is many years prior, my dad and I considered both buying new Harleys. I was young yet, I was in my early 20s, and it just didn't happen. And I was at a point in my life where I'm like, you know what? I'm not getting any younger. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it. This is something I want to do. This is something I know I would enjoy. But just in case, get a room, you two. I don't know if my camera picked that up. Just in case I didn't like riding, I bought this Honda Shadow relatively inexpensive. I thought, you know what, I could always turn it around, sell it, and not be out anything. Turns out that I ended up loving riding motorcycle. At the time, Mrs.TWOWHEELD had no interest in riding. But she's like, you know what, I'll maybe get on the back from time to time. That took a little coaxing, but she eventually got on, and if you go back, you can find some videos on that, talking about it a little bit more in depth. I rode from May until freeze up, basically. Had no intention of creating this channel. And then over winter, I started watching more videos. And prior to buying the motorcycle, I watched a lot of YouTube videos to kind of learn how to ride. And I thought, you know what? I think I can help kind of teach new riders a few tips here and there of how to ride, you know, how I got started. So late winter, I started looking at buying some cameras and a new computer, something to handle video editing. You know, no experience with any type of editing software whatsoever in my past, or audio or any of that. So here I am, a newer rider, thinking about motovlogging and editing and creating a channel, a community that now is growing, and I am just blown away by it. We had a pretty early spring, I would say, and I got out and recorded a video early March, and I posted the first video for this channel March of 2020. It was kind of mid-year. Had no idea what I was doing, but for a first motovlog, I think I was okay. Go back and watch it and just see where, you know, where the channel started and where we are today. And you know, I only had the one camera and the helmet. I didn't have this camera up here. That was an afterthought. But so anyways, that's how the channel started. Life kind of gets busy. You know, at the time of starting the channel, I was working and still am kind of working on average of about, what's up, dude? Of about 50 hours a week. You know, kind of in that range. I didn't really know if I'd have a lot of time with having a family and having all life's events to do to actually do this motovlogging and sharing it all with you, taking you all with. I really started liking the communication that we have, and obviously it's not video to video, but you can communicate back to me in the comments, and I really like that. It's kind of cool. And then, you know, you get a comment and then somebody else comes along and comments on that comment, and just seeing that interaction is pretty cool. So yeah, working 50 hours a week, and then towards it was probably late summer of 2020, my dad and I decided to make life a little busier for the both of us, and we started a business together. So we co-own the business together, and that demands quite a bit of my time as well. So before my 50 hours a week and after my 50 hours a week, so before my normal business hours job, I do a lot of other stuff, and unfortunately I work for my dad at my job, so I can actually do some of the business work at the job too, and that helps on some time. But so that puts a lot of the video editing for later in the evening, where I can not take away from any of the family time. You know, there's a lot of family time where, you know, up until bedtime, it's like, well, okay, I won't edit. And, you know, it's like I don't have any content. So like right now, I got home from work, pretty much grabbed my gear, jumped on the bike, because it's getting darker earlier, which I do not like. And thought I'd come out and make this video, give you a little bit of a summed up summary of who I am and where I come from and what I do and all that. So my day-to-day sales job, I'm a sales manager for a mattress business. We have a couple locations, so I travel between the two locations. Typically work 6 days a week doing that. And then we started a CBD store together. So hemp CBD, and helping people find an alternative to make them feel better. If you want more details on that, I won't leave them here, but feel free to reach out to me. And we do have a website. It's not a plug for that, by the way. So along with that, I do have a marketing executive business that I really don't do much anymore, but it is there. I also have a professional license that I will leave kind of vague at that, but those of you who personally know me will know what I'm talking about. That has really gotten put on the back burner just because I don't have time, and I will probably cease that operation here by the end of the year. Because I really love this motovlogging. If you can't tell. Now Mrs.TWOWHEELed, because now she's come into the picture a little bit here in the last couple of months. She's learning to ride. She is a business professional. I'll leave it pretty vague there. But she works a Monday through Friday job, professional position, and she thought she would never ride motorcycle. A year ago when I asked her, she's like, I don't know, I just don't think it's for me. I think I'll just enjoy being a passenger on the back, Dustin. And, you know, I really like to just kind of look around. I really don't know if I can do it. And with a little encouragement, her watching some of the videos that I've put out, kind of showed her, you know, like, hey, maybe I can do this. And she's proven that she can. And I am very proud of her for kind of facing that fear of I can't do it, I can't do it. I know she said it in some of the videos before too, but I'm going to say it now, that if you are thinking about riding motorcycle and you're getting in your own head about it, like, oh, I don't think I can shift, I don't think I can keep the motorcycle up, I don't think I can, you know, do any of that, try it. Just sit on a motorcycle, get the feel for what it's like just to sit on it and hold the bars, and then find somebody close to you or ask around who may have a motorcycle that can give you some pointers, that can maybe take you out and show you a few things or introduce you to a safety course. You know, that's always the best place to start, with a little 250cc motorcycle that has guards on it, so if you drop it, it's going to be fine, you'll probably be fine, and it's just going to be the embarrassment at the course. But you know what, who cares? It happens, and it's better to happen there than like right here on the street. So that's a little bit about me and Mrs.TWOWHEELed. We have two girls who really haven't been on the motorcycles a lot. They want to be part of the channel, but just I have some hesitations and apprehension about putting them on the channel. Maybe in time. There are some videos that you can kind of see them, but they're always asking. Actually, when I left tonight, our youngest asked about being in a video and what all of you guys thought of her being in it, and I'm like, well, I don't think you've really been in much. So phew, that water, a little stagnant, kind of stinky. Yeah, I'm just out for a cruise around the lake. I didn't intend to go all the way around the lake, but here I am. Hopefully I got enough gas. So let's see, what else would you guys want to know about me? So I've really had no help with this channel, just the encouragement from others, you know, saying continue to go through with videos. You guys have really liked Mrs.TWOWHEELed, and I want to get her out on some more videos, but with school starting, early bedtimes, getting dark earlier, it's getting a little bit more difficult to get Mrs.TWOWHEELed out. So we will have to go out on a weekend that we don't have our girls, because we do co-parent. We both have exes that we share our girls with. Oh, bump. So every other weekend when we don't have them, Mrs. Two-Wheeled and I could get out on the bikes. And then you can hear her say it's Shadow Day. I'm really not used to riding this Honda Shadow. This is kind of my baby though. Brings back the memories of learning to ride, and you know, these upgrades that have been done on it recently have really kind of made this a lot different to ride. I started riding when I was 39 years old. That'll kind of put an age on me. Like I said, no past experience, but I grew up riding bicycle all the time. I was always on my bicycle when I was a kid. Rain or shine, I think I rode that thing every day. Even in the winter, I was riding it through the snow, and you know, I broke an arm on it, and I got stitches above my eye from it. I got skinned elbows and hands and knees, and I hurt my tailbone, you know, because 20-inch Huffy, you know, and 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, and being a boy, you're gonna set up ramps, and we lived in the country, and you're gonna pedal down through the ditch as fast as you can and jump the next approach, and sometimes you don't always make it, you know, Evel Knievel style. I had a neighbor that had like a little Honda, I don't even know how many cc that was. It was like a little wasn't really a scooter, but not a mini bike. I don't know what it is, but I bumped into him like I don't know, it was probably a couple months ago, and he still has it. You know, let's see, yeah, over 30 years later, he still has that thing, so that's pretty cool to hear. Said he got it for his 8th birthday or something like that. So I'm sure this video is getting a little bit long, and I'm probably leaving a ton of details out, but you know, for all of you new subscribers that are here, you know, the last, I don't know, 400 or 500 of you might not know exactly much of my background unless you went back and found some of those videos. And if you do go back, there are some that you will learn a little bit more about me. You'll see where I go to work, and I'm going to kind of open it up. If you've made it this far in the video, leave a comment below, a question. It can be a very direct question. If it's too personal, I'll just tell you, hey, you know, it's kind of personal, I won't answer it. But you know, by all means, leave me a question and I will respond. And if it's a question that prompts a video response, I will definitely do a video response back to you. If you have a suggestion of a video that you want to see, and I know I've done this before and I might be missing some of the suggestions, by all means drop that below as well. Like I said in the beginning of the video, if you are new to the channel and like watching motorcycle related content, want to learn more about me, see Mrs. Two-Wheeled learning to ride, and whatever else crazy stuff that happens on this 2007 Honda Shadow Spirit 750 or my 2019 Road King Special, please consider subscribing. Go down, ring that bell, or go down, click that subscribe button, ring the bell for future uploads and activity. That'll turn your notifications on. Give this video a big thumbs up, helps the YouTube algorithm, and we can get to the next 1,000 tier. Let's push this channel in the community to 2,000 of you. I mean, I think that'd be pretty neat. So with that, thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you on the next one. Until then, peace out. Bye-bye.